I just didn't.
No. No. Ooh, I'm getting an ad for a credit card again.
Scion has to miss the stream.
What am I gonna get?
Fucking rip Scion, dude.
He keeps letting this shit happen. Hey, Scion, fuck you.
Sorry, Scion. Let's go. We gotta load the game.
I can't go. I'm watching a fucking
English.
Credit Karma ad for a fucking
Dude.
credit card.
Dude, how's your credit score?
I don't know why they keep giving me credit card ads. I don't even have a damn credit card. I pay everything in cash.
What's your credit score, dude? Do you have a good credit score? Do you have a good credit score though?
I don't know. I don't use credit. Play the game. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's right. Just fucking skip this shit. It's just the we got to the
look over there.
Got to the other warehouse and there's shit written on the walls. Looks like there's white colored doors, but there's no one else here. We better go back. Oh, and then maybe Dio opens the doors.
I like taking that as very literal instead of like, you know, Memento Mori when the ninth lion eats the sun or whatever. It just says shit in big letters.
Shit.
I wonder what that means. Well, clearly it's an anagram for the word hits, so we need to find a record that has at least 2 hit singles on it.
Chromatic doors. Right.
No. I just feel as if I've seen this warehouse before.
Immediately after the
I don't know. Perhaps I haven't been here.
So I'm gonna go do that because I know
you mean
nothing.
The floor 8?
Perhaps.
Man,
where are you going?
This whole shit. I'm going to the bathroom. I gotta go pee.
I didn't pee beforehand.
An
I didn't have to go back then. I gotta go now though.
45 minutes.
There goes Dio again, opening the doors like an absolute asshat. What a fucking dick. Over here opening the doors too early for everyone else. No care in the world about anything but Dio and his own bitch-ass face.
You should return quickly.
That's new. Why did it have a scene there for door opening? It's never done that before. It's never been like, you know, we have to take an extra couple seconds to just show that they walk through some doors. Like every other time they do the long, you know, Indiana Jones style like journey cutscene. They don't cut to a scene of every single door opening usually, other than the elevators. I guess they do look at a couple of doors. But like normally it's important doors and not just like a sub door.
Sigma?
Worried about. I made it back before you did anything.
Nope. We were the first. Then wait a little longer before you open the AB gate. It wasn't us. I tried to stop him, but...
Oh, come on, it's not like when we open the door really affects the matches, right? It's cool.
No, it's not cool.
Your team returned quite early, Dio.
Nah, dude, it's cool.
Did your investigation go smoothly?
I guess. The treatment center.
You guys go to?
They went to the treatment
there
center.
Were these pod things. Look, just go see for yourself, all right?
How's that different to the infirmary?
I don't feel like explaining it.
You took something from the treatment center, didn't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You did. I saw it too. After we opened the safe, you grabbed something out of it and put it in your pocket. Show us what you took.
Get away from me.
It should be in this
shoved
one.
her hand into Dio's pocket and
Let
began
go.
to dig around. Oh. Dio could push her away, Clover found what she was looking for.
I knew it!
Give me a second. There's a fucking delay. I'm being slow.
An injection gun. The label says...
I got it. I'm here.
Neostigmine.
Enigmastigmine. Oh shit, they're injecting landmines into your bloodstream.
It is... Is that a chemical we've heard of before?
I don't think so. I don't recognize it.
Because, like, what's the name of the chemical that could be used to stop the, like, bracelet from killing you?
Fucking soap? What do you mean?
There's a counteractant to the muscle relaxer. They mentioned it in the Tenmyoji route.
I don't remember that. None of the ones that we know of are Sopril and Turbocurarine.
Yeah, but, like, those are the obvious ones.
What's this stuff
I don't
for?
know, but I feel like I've heard that name before somewhere.
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
Hey!
Guys, how about we just beat the shit out of Dio right now? Like, we're seeing he's being an ass.
Dio managed to grab
He's being an asshole, right? So, like, we have K, we have Sigma, we have the number advantage. Beat the fuck out of him.
This is when you touch to death his ass.
You just, you know, happy feet, wombo combo. That ain't Falco.
Before she had a chance to protest.
Have any of you seen Quark? Anyone? Please!
Quark?
We
Did
found a
something happen to
pantry
him?
on the other side of the red door, but
Oh yeah, we've never been to the pantry.
after we left, he just...
Technically, we have been to the pantry. We know it exists.
Okay, we haven't
Look
done the
everywhere.
puzzle
We
in the
can't
pantry.
find him.
The Panton.
there,
pantry
isn't
puzzle.
there isn't a pantry puzzle. They just walked into the pantry and then they're just like...
It's an eating contest.
There's
whoever
just
eats
an
the least gets
open...
locked.
There's an open safe. And then it's just like, this is the pantry. It's where you get food.
Don't you think you're being a little optimistic there?
What?
Come on, that little jerk's probably dead by now. We've already found one corpse, right?
What the hell is
that's
wrong with you?
How could you? Why would you say such a horrible thing?
Again, I'm just saying,
Guys,
this is
I don't
the
know what you
moment
guys
we
are
start
saying.
beating the shit out of Dio.
No, dude, I think you guys are just
Whoa,
like
simmer
wrong
down there.
about Dio.
Saying
He's
it's a
just a little.
possibility.
He's just
a little-
misunderstood,
he's
guys.
misunderstood.
You don't understand, he didn't have a good father figure. He only turned into a crazy murder circus man because he didn't have a good father
We should
figure.
all be looking for him.
Yes!
As we began to fall out, I saw Alice staring intently into the corner of the warehouse. It seemed strange, but looking for Quark was my priority. As I turned and headed towards the magenta door,
It's just I turned. It wasn't as I turned. There was nothing after that. You just see her Blair witching in the corner.
Door and smash cut.
You just see her Blair witching in the corner, and you're just like, ah, yes, of course.
Wondering how I got into this situation.
Alice's major pastime of staring at the corner of rooms.
Oh shit! They messed it up. Alice has a scalpel again. Quark, are you in here?
What? It wouldn't be the scalpel this time. This is the time it would be the knife.
Guess not. He didn't even look, he just screamed. Damn. Let's try floor B then.
Is Quark just obviously standing in this room, not obscured by any objects? Nope, must be somewhere else then.
Myoji's team took that red door. They've probably already searched that area pretty thoroughly, then maybe I'll try the blue door. Man, this is a cool new room. It's also interesting to see that apparently the other people who went through this room never solved any of the fucking puzzles. Because those armored or they just reset everything to factory default. That glass pane ain't open. The spot on the table's missing. The fucking weapons are in their arms. It's not here either. Yeah.
Didn't we go into the rec room?
No, that was last time. That was with... Oh, wait, shit, you're right. We did actually go in the rec room.
Yeah, like, this is the puzzle we just finished.
Oh.
Because I'm, like, trying to figure out, like...
They factory reset this bitch.
It couldn't have been anyone else, right? Like, because we know that Dio's group went into the room with the pots.
Yeah, and then the pantry. Okay, where?
The pantry. Makes me wonder, what room are we missing?
The pantry. Never been in the pantry.
Well, no, like, we're missing more than that.
And
but,
we've
like,
never seen the third white door.
Because, like...
And then there's, like, two more
do I still have the memo from... No, I deleted that memo. Because, like, I worked through what rooms we had heard of, and I don't know if I accounted for the treatment center. How the fuck would he have ended up in the room that you guys were in?
Any luck?
Nothing. I can't find him anywhere.
I see.
What about you? Never mind. If you'd found him, you'd have said something already.
Indeed. I went to the treatment center, as well as the Floor B warehouse, but he was not there.
Oh well.
Where did he end up? Like, it seems very difficult to find a place to hide here.
Good
that, like,
idea.
we just never see.
The Floor
Hey,
A
Ants.
warehouse. Oh,
Perhaps the others have had more luck.
Don't worry about it. It's
Did you find
okay.
him?
Sorry. You couldn't find him anywhere.
I see.
Are the three of you the only others to have returned?
Yeah, we're it.
I'm glad Dio's still out there. Guess you guys didn't have any luck either.
Yeah.
Also, as you see, only one of the doors is open. Alice would have had to look at the line of doors, pick the one room no one was in, scan her
It
card.
was like the second one from the left, so if she started from the left, it wouldn't even take that long.
Yeah, but she had less than a minute. We went into the room with a minute
You
left.
got time. You got time. I
No
believe
clues
it.
or anything.
She was fucking fast.
I believe it.
I don't get it. With this many
So all you
people
gotta do
looking,
is
it
jog
seems like
up,
we'd be
open
able
the
to find
door,
him
and just
pretty
mash
fast.
your fucking face against the damn panel.
Quark is
It'll
only
take
a child.
maybe 15
It's possible
seconds.
he's become trapped in the small
Assuming
enclosed
you start
space.
from the left, if you started from the right, maybe tack on another 20 seconds. You got time to spare.
Possibly got trapped in a small enclosed space. Fell into a box. Can't find its way out.
Oh, it's called a coffin, Kay. That's what we typically refer to those. Well, we wouldn't be able to hear him calling for help.
Yeah,
Wouldn't we be
you're
able to?
right.
Timyoji's shoulders slumped. He looked old. Much older than when we'd met.
No, he drank from the wrong grail. He's dying.
I could see tears glistening in the corners of his eyes. For just a moment, I saw in them all of his pain, fear, and despair. And it felt like someone had put my heart in a price.
You know, that's good. Because if we were playing as Dio, that would have done nothing for us, you know? But
Then
we're playing as a
Dio
good
appeared and the
person.
mood suddenly changed.
Hey, you guys, come here.
Dio?
What are you standing around for? They're in the crew quarters.
What?
Just come on.
Hey, look at that. You see, you guys are wrong about Dio. He found Quark.
He said there, as
That's
in
Quark, guys.
multiple
We
people.
got him. We found Quark.
We're gonna run into the dead body of both Quark and Alice.
We found Quark, guys. Oh, we found Quark. He must have gone to another room. That's unfortunate.
No.
How?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
There was a roaring in my ears. Breathing, heartbeat. My footsteps sounded muffled, as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the pulse I felt was my own. Looking down, it was clear why. Something had been driven into her chest, so far that only the hilt was visible. The entire front of her body was covered in blood. No one could survive something like that. I forced myself to swallow the stinging lump in my throat and turned towards Luna. Unlike Alice, at first glance, she seemed unharmed. As I reached for her neck to check for a pulse, however, I saw a red mark near her jawline. Nearby on the floor sat an injection gun. I already knew what I would find, but pressed my fingers to her neck and waited. Nothing. They're dead.
My God. What on earth happened here?
That bastard killed them.
Who?
Whoever it was that killed the old lady in the AB room.
You're saying this mystery person killed Luna and Alice?
That's a very interesting theory there. That sounds a little bit like admitting to the crime. So, prepare for your execution. Hey, kick the shit out of him.
Maybe
Okay,
only one
just
of them
start
was
kicking.
supposed to be killed, but the murderer had to kill the other to keep them quiet.
Or perhaps they killed one another. Luna stabbed Alice in the chest, after which Alice attacked her with the injection gun.
Hey, I don't think you have that long after being stabbed that far in the chest. I'm thinking that's gonna shut you the fuck down, buddy. Like, maybe the other way around works, but like...
That's pretty far-fetched.
Yeah, fine, come on.
Look at Alice's clothes. No sign of a struggle. I don't think they fought.
Then were they killed somewhere else and then brought here?
No. If that were the case, there would be much less blood.
I guess that's true.
Whatever the case, we have too few clues to figure it out right now. We'd all separated to look for Quark. Any one of us could have done it. Do you think there's someone else in here?
Okay, I guess I don't get to read that line.
Well, I thought you weren't gonna read it, and we've already read this one
I have
before.
phlegm in my throat. I can't read it. I'm coughing my lungs up. Well,
Do you think that Zero Sr. killed these two, as well as the old woman?
Oh, give me a break. How can you just sit around here talking?
No point in making a fuss.
Are you fucking kidding me? One of us is a killer. I can't think of a better reason to make a fuss.
You do realize you're the most likely suspect, don't you?
Excuse me?
You wait until the rest of us have gathered in the warehouse. Then you kill Alice and Luna. You pretended to be the first to find them, and
Are you saying I did this?
I'm just saying it's a possibility.
All I'm saying is, like, if he is an imposter, he's not supposed to be here, this is exactly how you would seed, distrust and ruin.
Sus.
He is sus.
You don't
Mugus.
need to get so worked up about it.
He also is red. And all the pieces come together.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is
Now, where the
recorded
fuck is Quark?
before the deadline has passed,
The fucking Shadow Realm.
any
Lost.
non-voting parties
Shadow.
will automatically ally.
I keep telling him not to get into the shadow games. He's not ready. His deck is shit.
He's playing like Roids or some shit. I guess it means Luna's vote will be ally for this round.
Yes, it does.
His deck is only trap cards, and I keep telling him you need something else.
I mean, that was
Perhaps
what
that
an
outcome
actual
is what the
person in
killer
the
was
original
after.
Yu-Gi-Oh series did. There are monster cards that become, or trap cards that become monsters.
No, I'm
Like,
getting only normal traps. Doesn't even have any of the ones that damage people. He doesn't even have Magic Cylinder, which, like, is just good.
Quark and myself.
One person is missing and the others bought the farm. I'd say this old fart's the most suspicious one here.
You want to say that to my face?
Yeah, you killed her so you could get a few more points in the AB game.
Are you an idiot? How do you explain Alice? She's playing against Kay, not me!
Not quite. Even without his partner Alice, Sigma will still be able to cast a vote as he wishes.
Then maybe that's why Luna died. Maybe they meant to kill Sigma, but something went wrong and they...
True. I suppose that is a possibility.
Right, so add that one onto the theory board. There's a chance that we look like Luna. They got us confused.
But we are engaging in pure speculation here. There is little to no evidence to support any of this.
The person has face blindness again. It's always been
Prosopagnosia, baby. That's why we're in this suit, because you can't take it off to forget who I am. Well, we should
We
probably
should
head back
take
to
their
the
bracelets
warehouse.
with us then.
Houses.
Now, Fours, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not even really following this, because, like, I vaguely have an idea. I'm pretty sure Alice stabbed the fuck out of herself. That's sort of her MO.
Huh?
Without their bracelets,
The question
some of us
then
would be
becomes,
unable to open
who
a secondary
killed
from
Luna?
outdoors.
Right?
You're pretty
And
Well,
if
we
you-
could
calm.
probably fucking
Too
assume
calm.
from the damn last one.
Except, this one gives me insights that the other one didn't. Because who had an injection gun?
Too calm.
You did it, didn't you?
A sterling deduction. I await your further insight. He wears a mask, therefore he is guilty, perhaps?
What did you just say? Are you fucking with me?
Knock it off. Is there really any point to arguing about this?
Remember when we joked about Kay being, Dio? What if they're both clones of the
That was
same
never a
person?
joke.
What if they're both clones of the same person, and
This was never a joke.
thus they're them fighting now is just the same person fighting himself? I dropped my stylus. I need to find it. There it is.
Agreed. We aren't getting any younger here.
Except for Kay, who's in that suit because he ages backwards.
I apologize.
Yeah, the guy in the hologram is not future Dio. I'm
should
not
return
gonna
to
I'm
the
not gonna
warehouse.
take this counter theory for us. Get out of here. Be gone. Thought.
You just don't like the right answer. Fours read the wiki. Go on, Clover.
No.
We gotta go.
I'm not going anywhere. I can't just leave her here.
Clover.
If you don't vote, Dio might get out. Huh? He's got 6 BP right now. If you don't vote, you'll automatically ally. And I bet my left arm he'll pick Betray. That'd be 3 points, which will put him at 9. Once he's got that, there's nothing stopping him from opening the number 9 door. I'll try and pick ally, of course.
Betray his ass.
But Dio's not an idiot. He'll try and stop me or get in my way somehow.
Dio will have 9 points?
What are you gonna do, Clover? If you stay here, you might be letting Alice's killer get away.
When are we gonna be Dio's
Fine.
pair?
I'll
Now, that's
do
a
it.
fucking timeline.
There's no way I'm going to let him get 9 points.
Good. Let's go.
When are we gonna get to the Dio gets choked out timeline? That timeline was so good. We got only a mere flash of it for just seconds.
just a hit.
Just one
I
sight
need just one more
of perfection.
hit, dude, then I can call it quits.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game
5 minutes
polling
remain
closes.
until the next game polling closes. I took a deep breath and unlocked the... No matter how hard I looked for answers, all I found were more questions. Who had killed Alice and Luna? Where was Quark? I wasn't in any kind of mood to play along with Zero's ridiculous games. But at this point, I don't really have a choice. I heaved a silent sigh and started toward the entrance to my AB room.
Sigma, what would you say to voting ally? I would reciprocate, of course. You have 5 BP. If we vote
I know
ally,
it's just
then you will gain
Kay's
2 points,
personal,
leaving
like,
you with
countenance.
7 in
Wow,
total.
that is the fucking most
Should you also
suspicious way he
cooperate
could
mutually in the
possibly have
following
phrased
round,
that.
you would gain another
How
2
would you
points,
feel about
bringing you
voting
to
ally?
9.
I will reciprocate, of course, and underneath the suit, he's just fucking maniacally rubbing his hands together like he's a damn cartoon villain.
No, you see that you look down at his hands, all of his possible fingers are crossed.
Conversely, if you were to choose to betray me during this round, you would gain 3 points, for a total of 8. In other words, you will be unable to reach 9 BP until the round
Yeah,
following
so
this
Kay,
one.
can you stop speaking about me and perhaps remind me where your point total is? Because if I remember correctly, you betrayed last time, which means if you betray this time, you walk. And therefore, fuck you.
That being the case, choosing ally is the most logical choice.
Kay is really trying. This is the exact way he talked when in the other timeline when every person betrayed. So like he could be totally full of shit right now.
True, but how many points do you have?
Thank you,
Me?
Sigma.
As I recall, you and Clover chose Betray in the first AB game. That means you should have 6 BP right now. If you betray me and get another 3, you could get all the way to 9 this round.
Ah, yes, that is true.
And then you'll
However,
kill Alice a second time.
Oh shit!
escaping as soon as possible is not my goal.
But you picked Betray in the first round, didn't you?
That was in the interest of my own safety. As I only had 3 points at the time, the prospect of losing 2 of them was
Y'all
very
did.
unsettling.
You son of a bitch.
But he
Now
didn't.
that I have
Wait,
6
no, that's
BP,
bullshit, Kay. You
I
didn't
have
know that getting to
some
0
room
was
for
lethal.
error.
Or did he? Is he?
Or did he? You know what? Counterpoint. That's fair. I would. God damn it! Why wouldn't you want to get out of here as soon as you possibly could?
Of course I would like to. But attempting to do so would be unwise.
Why is that?
Isn't it obvious? If I escape on my own, everyone else will be trapped here forever.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten what Zero told us?
The number 9 door only opens once!
Once that happens, it's all over. It'll close for good after 9 seconds, so if you're not careful...
Feels weird to go back to Zero Junior after all this time.
I trust you remember now?
So if someone opens it and escapes...
Precisely. Did you not realize? Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
Don't tell me you're planning to just leave us all in the lurch and take off by yourself.
I would never do that. Consider the following.
Yeah, so, like... I find it so hard to trust that.
If I did manage to get to
I know
know
he's
points
never
before
gotten
anyone
out of
else,
here,
do you
but
think
like
the rest
him
of
just
our
going,
companions
I
would
would
allow
never
me to
do
leave?
that. Just makes me go, are you sure?
He would
about that?
100%. See, you saying you'd never do that is exactly what someone who would do that would say.
Especially knowing that if they did, they would remain here for the rest of their lives.
Well, no. Of course we'd stop you.
You see? Working toward leaving as a group is the most logical choice for me.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Our time is nearly up. I trust you will choose wisely.
I'm totally saying we should ally. As always. I've never once said to betray unless it was for an ending purpose. We gotta ally with this fucking guy. See, Ants, you just don't have faith. You don't believe in the true benevolence of people. Let me go ally with Dio again real
30
fast.
seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Kay had made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose to ally? If I chose ally and he chose betray, he'd have 9 points and I'd have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try and escape right away. The question was, how much could I trust him? How much trust could I give a man whose face I've never seen?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
You have seen his face. He takes the helmet. It's still Dio.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
The fours. What's your vote?
2, 1.
Do you double down on what Ant says and betray? Or do you pick ally and force me to make a choice?
Are you guys gonna be shitheads or are you gonna be cool cats? This is the first time we've ever hung out with Kay. You can't just do him dirty like that. Here's my thoughts. Ally. Oh, yeah!
Forrest, why do you always have to pick against what I feel in my heart? Like, you put me into this... It makes me feel like you want me to feel like I'm targeting you whenever I pick against you.
Fuck this. There's one man that I don't think would leave. It is Kay. Temioji bowed out, Clover bowed out. I mean, yeah, no, Dio did indeed bow out in one of his, the one where he fucking betrayed us. So we know Temioji, Clover, and Dio, if given the opportunity, will just fuck off. I guess probably unless Alice was still alive, like maybe.
There's one part of me that says. So I have my instinctual play, and I have gone against fours in the last, like, 4 choices where it came down to me, and maybe I should give him one.
Fucking picking betray.
No, he always picks the opposite of what I want every single time.
Usually is betray, except for last time.
Like, so the thing is, if we're right, if my instinct is right and we're supposed to betray, that'll mean clicking ally will lead to like a 30-second ending where Kay just fucking walks out.
You hit ally and it just smash cuts to a Rick roll like being displayed on Kay's helmet as he's mid walkout. Don't check the flowchart. That's cheat. Oh, you can't anymore, but that's cheating.
Yeah, don't check the flowchart. I'm pretty sure it's 2 parallel lines of equal length. Whole lot of insight I'm getting out of that one.
Yeah.
You know, Force, I'm gonna vote along with you, and I just want you to know that you're the one who brought us to these consequences. It's your fault. Whatever happens.
Ally, yeah.
Whatever happens here, because if he betrays, he is 100% lying to us. I want you to know that. If you believe there's a chance in the world he betrays, he's not staying, because he won't stay. That's bullshit. There's no reason for him to betray if he's gonna stay. Right?
Thank you.
So him betraying here will be proof that he will want to kill us. He wants to leave us here to die forever.
Ambidex gates now opening.
There's a ton of times you voted against Scion when he picked ally with people.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Go.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
And running out of faces in this damn cut and shit. Betray, makes sense. And you guys got fucked.
Oh look, we got fucked, Forrest.
Quark's getting out, baby. Quark's out of there. Hey.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
I'm gonna give you shit for wanting to believe in Kay. You have no reason to trust anyone.
So you did indeed choose ally.
You tricked me.
I apologize.
Sigma! You fucking idiot! Now Kay's got 9 points thanks to your stupid ass.
But he's not going to just leave us.
I apologize for taking further advantage of your trust, but I will be leaving.
What?
Yeah, welcome to the fact that, hey, Forrest, ever met humanity? You hear about global warming? You hear about all those wars we fought? Humans are bitches.
Before we could react, Kay slipped past us with a speed and agility that belied his size. In the blink of an eye, he was standing in front of the number 9 door.
Kay! God damn it! Wait, you son of a bitch!
He didn't give any sign that he'd heard Dio. Just grabbed the lever and pulled it down.
It'd be a fucking crazy power move if you pulled it down, waited 9 seconds, and just stood there. Didn't leave.
Now we're all stuck here, together forever.
Also, I like how it will remain open for 9 seconds, but like the opening and closing of the door takes a good 30 seconds.
Immediate.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Why did you do it? I trusted you, Kay.
The answer is obvious. 3 people have already been murdered. If I remain, I place myself in greater danger. A simple decision, really. I'm sure you would have done...
God damn it, Kay!
I apologize. I do intend to contact the police as soon as I have escaped. Now then.
Kay! Wait! He didn't even turn around. I mean, he has a good point. Like, in this particular timeline, 3 people have died.
So, Forrest, if you knew he was gonna get to 9 points, you should know actually he's gonna leave.
The number 9 door.
Because in order for him to get to 9 points on that,
Ding, ding,
he
baby.
had to betray us, and he gains nothing if he's staying. Right? He would betray us, we would lose points, right? And then... So we're further away from his suggested goal of everyone leaving together.
This ends the nonary game.
I mean, again, Kay has a very good point.
As
In
the
this
game
timeline,
is escape,
3 people are
please
dead.
Enjoy.
There's no reason to trust these people anymore.
He's go-
Damn it! This is all your fault, Sigma!
There's no point to blaming him now.
Yeah, it's not like we can open that door again.
Ah, damn it!
Oh, this isn't right. This can't be right. We stood there in silence, staring at the door. The only exit to the outside world, now closed forever. Our only chance to escape now was to hope Kay would keep his word and contact the police. Alice Luna, the old woman. Who had killed them, I wonder? Where had Quark gone? There were questions we still hadn't answered, but we had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would.
If we can't find Quark now, with an infinite amount of time and every room unlocked, like, where the fuck did he
Game
go?
over. Yeah.
Like, where is that kid? Dude fucking ended up in the fucking... Well, you know...
You guys fucked it.
Oh, actually, it wasn't parallel lines.
Yeah, you get fucked it. Well, you guys just did bad. And just see, this is why you don't look at the fucking flowchart, because it just cheats.
That's not even true. There's a lot of times that, like we know one of the parallel lines here...
Very far left. That one was another 2 unit. Very as far left as it can go. That, like, purple block to 2 to the left of where you are right now was just a dead end before.
Yeah. So that one was parallel. Also, the one on the yellow route, where you go betray in the first AB game, I think. This choice down here, at the end of this one right here. Those ones, fuck. Now we have to... I accidentally clicked off the flow chart, and now we're going to start the game from the beginning. Are there more scenes in that Flash than there were originally?
I wasn't paying attention.
Because I remember there being, like...
Flow chart.
Was that... Like, I saw, like, burning... like, graves and, like, the Nevada desert. And I don't remember either of those appearing previously. Well, I guess we're gonna go back over here
This
to
is the best ending. And now you just betray his ass. Hey, look at that. Answer's right again. This motherfucker, now he's reading the wiki.
He's on the wiki. Well, that was my instinct was to betray, because I know that he betrays in the situation when he has
Yeah, he
sex.
betrays it. Well, once shit starts getting real, he starts betraying.
Game polling closes.
Well, in the round that everyone betrayed, no one was dead, and Kay still definitely betrayed there because he had 6 points. So maybe Kay is just an asshat.
Yeah,
that
he's
is
kind of just
an opportunity for, you know, he could just be an
10
absolute jerk.
seconds
I don't know why you would put trust in a character we've seen one time.
7,
Like, you have no reason to
5,
trust him.
4.
The one thing we know about him is in every single time we've...
One.
all the timelines, he just betrays. He's a betrayal boy.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game results. Thank you, Ambidex. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Well, of course, I want to counterpoint that all of these people are fake and don't exist and are written in a video game. So none of them are real and or have real
Please
humanity.
direct your attention to the results screen.
The ironic part is the only person who maybe has humanity is Luna, and we're like at least 60% sure she might be a robot at this point. So,
and then
like,
K hit ally that time. Oh wait, now we're the shithead. Oh darn.
well, now you're siding with the terrorists, so like I don't really know how to feel about you for it. It seems kind of like a dick move.
So, you picked betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
No, Sigmund's not. We saw an alternate timeline where he fucked off.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
No, my logic is not fuck everyone.
MVP right now, wouldn't
My
you?
logic is you gotta read the room. Use all of the factors we know, right? We've seen this guy betray in like every fucking opportunity he's had.
Yeah,
I trust him.
He has that a few times he's allied, I think. He's not like a Dio force betray unless Clover or Quark hit the button that one time, but
As I told you before,
nice try, but
even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. I might choose to
Well, you
wait
didn't,
until
because like
everyone
we have a
else
lot
has
of data
also
on
reached
this
9
guy.
BP.
We've seen him do like 12 different AB games, and he's betrayed in most of them. Especially when he is in the advantaged position.
Then you do not trust me.
well,
No need to apologize.
His argument was also innately flawed, because we were like, how will I know if you get to 9 BP, you won't just leave? And he says, I'm not going to leave everyone here, right? But
and then he just did. Like he's just lying.
his argument is flawed, because in order for him to have gotten to 9 BP right then and there, he would have had to betray me, right? Which would move us further away from his supposed goal of getting out of there with everything. So it doesn't even make sense. The logic doesn't flow.
Trust must be earned in a game like this.
Says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
Honesty is refreshing, but that's not
I
really the
told you,
brightest
it's
thing.
on you. I was not picking it because I believed you. I was with Ants. We were in the I was in Ants' boat. Driving right down the Betrayal River.
There's too many bears in this chat, Ninja. Stop them.
Oh, you know.
So you chose betray too, huh?
Get them bears out of here.
If you just
Nah, I wanted to
picked
pick one
ally,
for
I'd
you,
have 9
Forrest.
BP
Because
right
you're
now.
cool.
Why on earth would I have done that?
There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
Of course.
So you chose betray.
Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't
Yeah,
here
why didn't
right now,
Clover
aren't
leave,
you?
or why didn't Quark leave along with K? You kind of fucked up plan there, kiddo.
Oh, he's currently lost in the floorboards or something.
He just fucked it. He just kind of forgot. Whoa, whoa, nobody's saying that.
Yeah, maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
Dude, he's in our minds. He's a psychic.
The ambidex gates have closed.
I'm just thinking about the flowchart here, right? And, unless we're gonna go into a white door, which I find to be unlikely this late in, right?
Are you ready for
What's the
most likely another lock?
What's the lock gonna be?
Round 3 of the ambidex game will
So
be the
where is
star
Quark,
round.
really? Like, we need to find Quark? Because, like, now he has a bracelet, and we need him for the round.
Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no... The ambidex...
We know this already.
So it would seem.
Play the game
All
over and
right.
over.
Well,
It's the same line
we
about
find
how
them?
we can play the game as many times as we want after that we get the star keys.
Beyond the next set
You know,
of
the thing
chromatic
that's never
doors.
once fucking come up, because every time we get there, it's like a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure. Why'd you die, Ninja?
Somebody asked me a question on Discord, and I'm shooting them an answer.
Oh?
Okay.
You found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. In the floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, is
What
it?
does that mean, Shinmyoji? Did Quark get into one white door free card?
Yeah. They're not gonna. Okay.
Hour and 21 minutes.
Still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Why, like, one?
Damn.
It's like we're the type of guy see his watch with like 1 second over an hour. It's like we got over an hour to get this done.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yep. Looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a
Ooh, solo.
blue soul.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
Cyan, pair.
I'm a cyan pair too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Oh no!
The Dead Squad. Suicide Squad.
Doesn't that mean we would have to go into the room alone?
Yeah.
He's a red solo.
Oh, Quark.
In order to open the white doors,
Yep, we're
you
going
normally need to
alone.
say red, blue, and green.
Dude.
That one episode where SpongeBob has the like fake friends, the
And the gang's all here.
gang's all here.
Yeah. Solos can't group together, right?
Just like standing in the puzzle room going, so Alice's bracelet, what do you think about the puzzle?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
See.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I killed
You're
him?
either going to die or a murderer. That's what we're getting at.
Well, maybe
Is
not.
this the chokeout
But you're pretty
timeline?
damn
Can this
suspicious.
finally come to
Have we
fruition?
finally reached it? The chokeout timeline?
You're trying to start something, you wrinkle old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
And why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. Alright. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
So thinking about it, the lock has to be something related to a solo. Something's gonna have to happen to one of us, and it can't be us because if you think about it, like, what can stop the progression of the game right now, right?
Bombs exploding.
Oh fuck, Dio has a problem. Dio is gonna be fucked up. This might be the Dio gets choked out timeline, now that you mention it. Because I've thought about it, and if I'm correct and we're on K's path, right? Something has to happen to his solo, which is Dio.
How are we gonna pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument.
Yeah, I believe Fee can kill Dio.
Besides,
Bye, whatever.
I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma.
Oh, yeah?
Would you prefer someone else?
No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right. Clover and I'll take the magenta
Was
door.
Quark
and the red
missing
door.
in the Alice timeline, or was he fine? He was fine,
He
right?
was missing in the Luna timeline. Because this is
So,
all the
like,
fucking-
yeah, I'm trying to figure out, because the Alice timeline was the other timeline where we saw the room with the pods, right? The treatment center.
Think
And
so?
that's
I think
the one that
still also Luna.
Got it.
it had an active pod in it. That was not Luna, because it was definitely way
See you
too
later.
long ago to have been Luna. Like,
Okay.
Luna happened a long time ago. Luna was like our second path. Also, it couldn't have been Luna. Luna's timeline included the rec room, the pantry, and the robot room.
No.
It did, though.
No one in the infirmary. No Quark and no Killer, at least as far as I can see.
There is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Good old fucking while since we've seen Lady over here. Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed, furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain.
Kind of goals, really, you know? Being
That's when I
stabbed.
noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah, for some reason, there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
Nah, it's not like you guys already fucking figured this particular little nugget of info out like a fucking 5 hours ago.
It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
A watch, huh?
It also had to be pretty tight for the blood, which is a liquid, to not flow beneath it.
I know, right? Weird. Looks like it's kind of wide for a watch. Woman's watch is usually thinner.
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
What if she doesn't care about the gender norms of watches, Sigma?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or something? Of course! Oh, why didn't I see it sooner? Oh, I get it. It's the same size as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
Oh, she's wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
Okay. Something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Then that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They've probably still got it.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they've been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
What are you saying?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes.
And you're telling me they're probably wearing it?
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words, but in any event, once the old woman had died,
I only remember it
her bracelet
literally
would have detached,
every time I see a dead
allowing
body.
the killer to easily collect it.
Yeah, we get a full-ass flashback. You don't
So that they
understand
could
my pain,
participate in the
okay?
nonary game,
It's
I imagine.
horrible. My life is hell.
Bunny puns and all. I have to deal with every bit of it.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
But why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
Huh. That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm. Except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
You know, just
So you're
walking
saying
around with a bracelet covered in blood, like, oh no, who could have stabbed? Who could be the murderer, guys?
Oh man, it's
Oh,
so
God.
weird, dude. It's just ignore this weird crimsony smell
Yes.
that's just like following me around. Don't worry about that.
I'm just
That's
gonna
not
go.
important.
I'm just gonna go to another room and sharpen knives because it's how I pass the time
That's just what we do.
Have you discovered something?
at the circus.
It's like, I wonder why Tammy Oju is testing luminol.
Luminol.
Oh yeah, that's right. We went through that room. I know we can find the killer. We did it. Now we're the guy. We just need some of that luminol.
It's very convenient that they had 8 bottles of luminol down there. You know,
Yeah, it
Uh-huh, I
was a
see.
fuckload of luminol.
what is
That could
luminol's
very
use
well
for
work.
beyond crime scene investigation?
It does make other things glow under a black light.
We
like
should have
semen.
everyone gather in the
I
rec room.
thought semen naturally glowed under a black light.
Yeah, maybe it does. I thought luminol fucked with that. I
That
don't
is
know,
where the
man.
luminol
Beyond
was,
that,
I believe.
Like a black light is one that naturally makes things glow. Blood might also glow under a black light.
I think luminol is the thing that makes it glow. Luminol's whole point is it like binds.
Yeah,
to
but
blood
like
and-
the thing is, luminol makes it glow naturally, but it's a faint light, so you turn off lights so that you can see it.
I don't give a fuck about what this shit is. It doesn't even taste that good. We got infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
I love this cutscene. Really gets me every time.
The
There's 3
same
doors
as what
here
we
too.
found on the other side of the blue door.
But
Why are 2 of them open? Why are 2 of them open?
looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Huh. Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. Man, that's kind of weird. You know how this happened to be That was weird. Why is this door open? Huh. What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check out
Very
the far
well.
end, all right? Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay! How's it going over there? Kay! Can you hear me? Kate was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell?
Why is the safe open?
I walked toward him as I spoke.
It's
It's not really a fast-paced game.
We're 30 hours in and we have one ending.
Yeah, this is one of those kind of games.
It's a puzzle visual novel.
What the fuck do you expect? It's not the same like Devil May Cry rhythm game, fucking action.
Call of Duty Black Ops 79.
It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
It was that yeah to Too Many Bears?
This is made by the same people who made the fucking Danga game.
I was thinking.
Well, I don't know. Because we would have had to see him open the safe. And you
It's
have
already
to
open.
find the code.
It was already open.
It was open already.
Specifically, I
Someone
was
else
thinking
had been
about
in
who
here.
opened
This
safe.
room's not supposed to be unlocked. In every other path, only one door in every set of 3 has opened. And now there's 2 for some
Could have been
reason.
the team that went through the green door. I think Deophi and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Gollum Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
Who was phone?
Well, there's no point in thinking about it. We should get back.
Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yup. Let's get moving then. So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are the 2 rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
Okay, can you move slightly to the left? I need to see if anyone's sitting in pod number 1. Yep. Screen's blue. Why isn't the screen blue?
Places where Cork might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. He's like a damn rat. He's in the walls. Jellyfish. That
And
safe's
also,
not open.
that safe isn't open. Yeah.
Huh.
Because the safe's automatically closed,
What
don't
are
they?
these? What are those?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
These windows are covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yeah, might as well. Have at it.
What?
Yeah. There you go. You found him. Quark! No. Oh, no. It's bracelet. It's... Oh, God.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there.
That's a good question there, Forrest. Who was in this pod in the alternate timeline where Quark wasn't missing? Who could it be? The only person we hadn't seen is the old lady who wasn't murdered in that timeline. Was it her? Or someone else? Who knows?
It was Dio after he got choked out like a bitch. And then his ghost was just hanging out with us. He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. If he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
What? Why?
I have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing. Well, even if it did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he got?
Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, except we need to find his bracelet, as otherwise Tenmyoji's gonna...
Think we can carry him?
No. I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill.
It's certainly Radical 6 if it's anything. Like,
if so,
he's not gotten the common cold or something
would
for
be
us.
dangerous.
Every other plotline points back to Radical 6. It's probably
The
Radical
treatment
6
he
this
is
time.
currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Trying to get my ability to see
Yeah.
the stream back.
Sure. And the door comes down a little too forcefully, just crushed into a fine paste. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open this thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
If someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see? I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Alright, let's go.
I wonder how long that had been. Like, how long has passed? How long until the doors open?
Don't worry about it.
Why didn't we stop to grab the luminol?
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
Explain to them how we found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There's more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort.
Pronoun game.
As such, he has been left in the treatment
Wondering
pod.
what the fuck they're talking about. Making other
Will he
people
be all right?
require to have to ask what.
Probably.
Yeah, he'll probably.
Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then, what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know where there's that intersection with the 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked that one that went to the treatment center when you went through them. When you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah.
What was in there?
Nothing
It
really.
appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
Are they goddamn handcuffed to that shit again? Why are they taking so long? Now, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with. Huh.
This is the rec room.
Oh!
Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
You show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Fi.
Our
please.
bracelets?
Yeah. Want to see the underside
What
of
do you mean
them.
by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Fi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the lumen off my pocket and sprayed it across all 3 of our wrists.
What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. The Phi's bracelet is clean. So's mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights.
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All three of us leapt at Dio.
Oh, dude, an animated cutscene.
I knew it. His bracelet's glowing. Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio... You killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of... a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly.
Who would just steal a murder bracelet and put it on, Forz? What kind of crime is that?
Even if they wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Why?
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
So your orders are more important than Alice and Luna's lives.
Whoa, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed
this
as
one
many
wasn't
people.
exactly all too obfuscated there, Forz.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where would we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
Oh,
Once we've locked
I
him,
know where
he
we
should
could
be
lock
unable to
something.
escape.
Oh yes, I do know where we could put somebody forever in order to freeze them.
I know
and
where we
murder
can
them.
lock somebody.
Yes, I know exactly the murder place that I mean we should put him.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kane. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! Told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please, no, you can't! Ah!
And there it goes. That's
Open this
unfortunate.
fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so.
Ugh! You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Let's go.
Good point. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Oh, man. Now we've got to go look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
It's been 31 minutes. All of that was 30
Then
minutes.
I don't think we really need
We're
to hurry
fast.
yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now. By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is. I see.
Pretty much.
That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh, no! We wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Clover and
Who's the cyan
Tenmyoji.
pair?
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does this mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
I don't think they would do that.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem Tenmyoji play to just say, "Hey, I found Quark." All
Perhaps
right,
they've already
bye.
gone through the white door.
But Quark is safe in this timeline.
Yeah.
He can leave anytime he wants, as soon as somebody gets 9 points that isn't him because he doesn't have a bracelet anymore, he can just leave.
Maybe someone else jacked the bracelet and just be like, "Hey, I can fuck off with this." Probably.
Except they
What?
couldn't
No, that's
do
not
that.
possible.
Because if they don't also have 9 points, their bracelet will kill them.
Nah, you see, you just fucking take your entire ass arm off. There's a cleaver somewhere, right? The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know. But it's happened
I was
before.
gonna say they're probably in the damn infirmary.
Remember the
locked
3
in
doors
damn
on the other
safety
side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know.
Screw the rules. I have money.
But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover
I really
or
hope they
Tenryoji
explain
is
this.
Zero Senior?
Like, I really hope we can get some sort of closure on, like, some of these questions somewhere.
What's the question? Well, I
who
I
opened
can,
who opened the second door who opened the Golem bed?
Oh,
And
I know that answer.
Why did they open the Golem bed?
I know that answer too.
And when did they open the
It is a
Golem bed?
possibility.
I know that answer too. Woo!
Okay, so they do
Ring
close
ding ding,
this.
baby.
It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay. I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Of course. This is the pantry?
I'm out. Did we just take the elevator?
I wasn't paying attention.
I think we just took the elevator.
I don't think we took the elevator. I think we probably
Like-
went backwards. Because it's a faster route to the pantry.
I think we ended up taking the elevator, which should have put us on the room that, like, on the floor that doesn't have the fucking pantry on.
Someone check the fucking VOD. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. Looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though.
Okay, so we haven't
Why don't
taken
we
the elevator.
fucking split up and check every room? Like, okay, aside from the fact that one of the doors is fucking cheating, there are always 3 doors to go through. Why don't all 3 of us split up, take each through the doors, and meet up at the elevator?
One person is staying behind in case they come.
I don't believe it.
This be
But
us.
you can't even miss them if you go through every door.
That's not true.
Unless you're in the damn floor 1, but... No, yeah, like, aside from the fact that one of the other doors is open, like, if you're on floor 1, it's fine. No one here either, huh? Timothy loves scotch so much, I thought we might find him here drinking some.
So thinking about it,
So,
how would they have ended up in that room?
it was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely.
If you don't recall, Dio was called out for not having investigated anything. Right? He got there very early. And we first checked the infirmary. That was our first move, right? So assuming that he didn't spend a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
How did he get there after us and tie those people up and all that?
He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I could probably describe as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? Want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I kind of forgot you were wearing it. What the heck do they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes.
What'd you remember?
My father.
When, Dad, you remember that?
Please, don't joke.
What?
It was a pun. Again, tying us to Zero Jr.
This is very serious.
This is the first time we've made puns that didn't relate to cats.
He just made a fucking pun, bro.
What do you mean?
It's not even a rabbit pun.
Another point in the puns column.
Clearly, I must be fucking Zero Senior, because this shit doesn't stop, at least for me. So you remember who your father was? What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
It's Quark.
All right, and thus I leave the call.
Right.
It's Quark. Kay's mom is a really fucking off take.
No, he said he didn't have a mom, and therefore, who does that imply?
Okay,
character we know doesn't have a mom.
He says he doesn't. He says I don't have a mom. You're just like, it's Quark.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
He's Quark. Come on, dude. All of the funny lines.
Well.
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in a facility
oh my
where
god!
My father worked.
Damn, he was a cute baby.
Why was he wearing the suit as a child? Also, why is he holding a rabbit?
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working. The only times he wasn't working were the times he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then, as you could tell by the face mask. You develop body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and several mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought I would be so happy.
It feels a little bit weird to pick being scolded as your, like, second tier list pick of why you want a mom.
I don't know, man. He doesn't talk to anyone, so he's probably
like,
real fucking out.
You know, somebody to be with him makes sense. He's lonely. Somebody to scold him, little bit weird.
You know what? Hey, man, he was a weird kid. He didn't know what to do with it. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He'd finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. Clearly you didn't actually remember to this day because you had an amnesia. Fuck. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. When he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. He'd given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. And he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner.
Fucking dumbass kid, I made you a whole ass sentient robot. Come on. I can't be perfect. You want me to create human life from nothing? Oh, God.
Yeah, actually. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face.
Okay, so when your dad scolds you, it's not okay, but when mom does it, you want it to happen? Come on.
My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. Roma was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she were a real person, but I refused to answer and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot, and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him. But I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father. I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she'd come to help him.
Are you sure that that is a human and not just General Grievous from Star Wars?
Ah, hello there. As it turns out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories about how he'd fallen in love with a younger man, and I began to imagine that
As a younger man. Not with.
Had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, the manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got into trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through the research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had been just another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her as my father. And my father. Yeah, those times were the ones I cherished most. For a little while, every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered that I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and a son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen.
That's definitely the old woman. And it's hard to tell at the angle, but that could be Zero. I remember his shirt having possibly those buttons up the side. He's gonna kill the fuck out of Dio. Dio's fucking dead, guys. Dio apparently has taken the one thing Kay cares about.
She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And as I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare.
Yes and no.
Forrest, you're missing some shit. You should probably pay some start taking notes, buddy.
If you were listening, his field of research was genetics. Specifically, I think genetic engineering. Meaning that King might be our clone? Notably, not having a mom at all? Weird. You know? Not normal.
We talk about the fact that, assuming that theory's correct, Scion has been saying the fucking clone joke since we ever entered the damn lab before we heard anything about it. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I had poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do. destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all.
Out? You're like, I don't want anyone to die. How about I just destroy the entire facility?
Well, fuck it. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life? Or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real, and she'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded for her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't, for his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted. She was determined to see my father's research succeed.
Another point in the column. I'm a winner. There's one person. There's one person they would vaguely talk about in this way.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. You know, to be fair, I will at least say, around this point of the game, even for me, I'm like, it's all coming the fuck together. Like,
yeah,
this is really when you
but
start,
I called this a long time ago.
I'm just saying, like, not even this particular plot line. I'm talking about the whole ass, like, overarching story. You're just like, oh shit, I get it. This is when it really starts all like fucking being, you know?
Yeah, but another point in the I called it column.
You're damn right you called it. I realized that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die. But I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory.
How long was this story? Because there's a good chance him telling us this story will kill that person that she cared about.
Will also yeah, oh yeah, no, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. Kay let out a deep and tired sigh.
He's sitting there, probably tied to that fucking sink, dying.
I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
What time were you thinking of ending it, by the way?
I
remember almost everything?
I'm willing to give it another hour if it, like...
Alright, I'm just asking.
Fucking hell! We haven't moved!
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
not moved! What
yeah, I was gonna say, hey Ninja, you know there's a fun little part of this you're not equating?
No.
Like, if we get to a lock and we don't have the key, I'm willing to just end it there as well.
No.
Especially more recent events.
Why do we get so much of Kay, before the end of the K ending. Like,
who said we're done? There's infinite K.
K has multitudes of layers.
We haven't even scratched the surface. This K iceberg just keeps
K
going.
is actually
Sigma,
the
I'm
deepest
sorry,
character. You only see three squares, but actually that's just the before.
K is a fifth dimensional being.
You know how Luna's ending like expanded out? K's ending is gonna expand out. It's gonna be the longest ending in the entire game.
It's gonna be
but
longer than even like 10 Myojis. It's just it's one straight ass line all the way down.
And it's just dialogue boxes that are all this long. It's not even the true ending. It's just K.
Would it be all right if I laid down for a bit?
He's gonna lay. He's not.
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must
Don't
be because I
trust
remembered
him.
so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
He lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room.
The second we leave this fucking room, he's going to get up and bolt down there to go stab Dio to death.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ninja. I need you to not think these negative thoughts about K. It'll be fine. I'll better get moving. It'll be okay, man.
You know, I'm not thinking a negative thought here, because it's what we want to see.
I'm thinking about facts.
I'm thinking about
the lounge and headed
the
off, but
beautiful ending.
Hey, look, it's fine. Why the fuck are you here? What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either.
Oops, I fucked it. Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. Kay's gone.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What is this whole nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... So you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. See, she's lying. She wasn't brought here. He was brought to her. That she's lying.
What was that noise?
You heard that, right?
Yeah. It came from the hallway.
I actually didn't hear that noise because I have music going. Let's go take a look.
There was a loud noise.
Oh no, we're walking away from the place we need to investigate. Bye.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got in the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
So someone got in the elevator.
Thought so.
Let's go. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. I imagine your Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd heard Quark or Dio.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine.
Yeah, but like, what if we went to the Golem Bay? This is the secret. There's just somebody sitting in the Golem Bay now.
Yeah.
Treatment center time.
We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. Hello. There was Quark. Sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Check the flowchart. Have we advanced at all? Nope.
I was probably getting worried for nothing.
There's gonna be a lock. Whatever the next thing is, it's gotta be a lock.
How about Dio?
Dio's gonna be fucking exploded. Like in
Motherfucker got the bloody mess perk and they hit him with a BB and he exploded into a gore pile.
I was mostly just meaning he got 999.
We did it! We on the right timeline, boys! We're here! We did it! We're here. You can end the stream right now.
Check
We're on the
his
good
pulse.
timeline. None of this matters. It's pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Hooray! We did it, guys! We got him! Oh, dude. Dude, Scion missed some shit.
Look.
Choked him out like a bitch.
The
Dead.
oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
That means he asphyxiated.
How would...
Oh, wow, I wonder if there was someone who would have a weird motivation. I don't think you need to talk about anything like that.
Did we actually ever leave the room with Kay?
We went from Kay's, like, we left very briefly to go say hi to Fi. Fi re-entered the room. Kay was still there. We heard a noise, went straight from Kay's room to the elevator, and it was already down.
Yeah. So how would it be Kay?
I know, right?
Except that this is also the... Wait, no. Is this the timeline where we had the key or not?
No, we don't have the key. We didn't go in that room.
Which room had the key?
The Golem Bay.
But the safe was already open.
I almost doubted it.
So he got himself out of the suit, ran down there, cut the oxygen, snuck back while we weren't looking. What was the noise?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Why is that a setting? When are you ever gonna want the... Yeah, let's just remove the oxygen from the pod setting.
What if they're allergic to
You should
oxygen?
go tell Kay about this.
Oh, cool. A painting of a lion eating a sun, perhaps.
No, that's not important. Don't worry about
Come on, let's go.
it. Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed.
Yeah, what? Okay, so these are treatment pods? Meaning that they would be used by doctors, who tend to have, like, a code?
Who choke people out to death. Something's happened. Oh shit, I didn't even see the first one. You're kind of fucking going in it. So he didn't move. I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
Yeah, but you wouldn't build in, like... Why would you build in the
We
option to
explained
make
about how we found
doctors...
Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
Yeah, but here's the difference. They made a tool that included a kill button for doctors, rather than giving police weapons. Right? Like, you're not getting to the steps that, like... Does it go all the way to the top? Are you saying the doctors are all corrupt across the board? What? What are you owing about?
But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
What? No!
Quark waking up in the pod, opening it, going over, reducing his oxygen to 0, getting back in the pod is fucking hilarious.
That's impossible.
Luna? Yeah, Luna's an option. You know, we never know about Luna.
We went back
No,
to
I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Fi, I hate to say it, But doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
Yeah, like...
I'm still pissed.
I'm so mad.
Like, we know where they are. Like, I mean, okay, we don't know, but we know.
My question is, how the fuck did he get in there, in that window? How did he get 2 unwilling participants to get locked into there in the time, in such an amount of time that it was after we left that room, but early enough that I would be like, you probably didn't even investigate shit, did you, Dio?
So you heard
trash
something.
goblin.
Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the 2 of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope.
Hmm.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, they're dead. They're fucked. We got 7 minutes until the primary door's open.
Alright. Let's get back to the Floor B warehouse.
What's gonna be wrong with Dio's bracelet?
What would you say anything's gonna be wrong?
Well, bye. I wanna. Let's go to the flowchart for a second. Oh fuck, we still haven't moved. Oh god, why would this be? And there's one thing that can throw a wrench in this, and it's if Dio, the guy who's now dead, has a bracelet with a problem.
Maybe
because otherwise the bracelet's
Would the
just
next
sitting
thing not
there.
be the fucking other white door?
Riddle me this. What do we need in order to get into the white door?
Both of Luna and Alice's bracelets, which
And
we have.
what do we have?
Luna and Alice's bracelets.
Okay, so now we need to go on to the next group of people who aren't trapped in the infirmary.
Phi and K need Dio's bracelet.
Okay.
And then Quark, Tenmyoji, Clover combo.
Yes. So, what could...
The last 3
with
are
our,
fucked, don't worry about that.
with our current living people, what problem could cause the white doors to have a problem? Unless you're saying we're gonna go into a puzzle room by our fucking selves?
That's a power move.
Like, I don't think the game's gonna have us sitting in there in a silent room solving a puzzle.
I would. I mean, I would, but I don't know. I'm not a game designer.
Huh?
What?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
We need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
All 3 of us don't need to go. You 2 go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
Oh no, he had the
Yeah,
bracelets.
okay, well, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck.
Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grab the bracelets and shove them into my pocket.
Guys, I've been thinking about it, right? If we betray after this next white door, we're out of here. Actually, no, we're not. We're at 5.
No, we're
Fuck.
not. Yeah, no, we're gonna get to 8. We out.
Alright, let's
But
get going.
we can then betray the next round too, because we can play as many times with Darkies as we want.
Yeah.
You have a free out, guys.
Shit. They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
Why do the doors look blue?
I know. I was gonna
Or-
say, yeah. Why are they blue? Like they're like, this isn't a like trick of the lighting. Those fuckers are just blue. Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You've gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then UK Cork and I are the only people still alive in here.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too. But
We heard a noise and turned.
Gonna be K.
I apologize
Walking
for
with
keeping you.
sleigh bells?
did you get Dio's bracelet?
We don't know what the sound his fucking suit makes.
Well, technically, yes, but
Huh?
best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
Hold it.
No, what are you talking about? No, this is...
Did he do that himself?
I'm gonna be impressed if he did.
Like, he's suffocating and he
totally
just bashes it against the
totally
fucking
see
wall.
him doing that as like a spiteful maneuver. Suffocating to death, can't get out, use the rest of your strength, and just break this shit, so you're taking other people down with you. Yeah, what the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why?
Why are you not
There's
trying?
no point.
I can't say for sure,
I'm a voice actor.
but if I were to guess,
Hey, they're white again! We did it! Maybe it was the other part of the
Chromatic
room,
doors
because he entered in
have
through a
opened.
blue door, so...
5 minutes
I don't know why there'd be
remain
3 blue
until
doors.
chromatic doors close.
with a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay.
Yeah, why would K do that himself? It's a really weird move.
That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think
4D
so.
chess. We'll never suspect him now.
It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
Technically, doesn't it take 9 minutes for the injection to happen? So actually, he has
Fine.
he's like 14 minutes. He's fine. A lot of time to do what he wants to do.
He's a big guy.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? But what kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? God damn it! This is bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... We're not allowed to get any endings. How many hours are we in now? 33?
33
One
with
ending.
one ending.
Go look over them and see if you have any more locks for any of these damn keys that you've seen before.
Nope. They turn green. And none of them are green. So... okay. I have an idea. About like where things could be, right?
You've already talked about this, yes.
So Dio's ending is where the lock is where the key for the lock on Alice's ending is. That's pretty obvious, right? Where the lock for how the fuck we survive Dio's betrayal is who the fuck knows where. I guess if there's a Sigma ending and there's like some trait we have, like actually we were immune to muscle relaxants. Little
have
known
injected
fact.
so many muscle relaxants that we are immune. Our muscles are so relaxed already.
Sort of like how Alice has a resistance to Soberil Beta. Like, we have the resistance to the other thing.
We've never once needed oxygen. There's only like one bad.
No, we're waiting to do that. I'm gonna have a bunch of them lined up and just do them
bastards
in bulk. We have like 1, 2. We have 2 that we could do right now, but there's no reason to do the bad endings because they don't do anything. They tend to be too quick to give us any information, you know? So I'm thinking we either need the Clover ending, because like I'm thinking we somewhere in the path that brought us into the yellow door, we mentioned the chemical that is the counter for the muscle relaxant, because I remember it being brought up, and it might be the thing that Dio had the injection gun for. So that would allow us to save one of them, but not both of them. And maybe Kay would, just die because he has nothing to live for anymore in that timeline. It's dark, but, it is what it is, That's my thought there. Dio's ending gets us the other part of Alice's ending.
Sion's gonna be watching this VOD. Sion, you're a bitch.
You did that at the beginning.
I'm doing it at the end, too, so that way he can't skip it.
What do you mean?
He's skimming the VOD. He's
jumping
around.
No, what do you mean for his can't we save Sigma from dying when Dio leaves? In that timeline, he didn't have the injection gun.
Yeah.
Because in that timeline, Dio went to the laboratory with us. The injection gun was found. Yeah, but no one, we don't have the time to get it, There has to be another way that we're saved. Right? Well, if the injection gun is what matters, we don't have it. We don't have the information that the injection gun matters yet, because none of the locks are green, right?
So like hover over them. They tell you what
this
we need.
is
So,
this is the crew quarters. Is there proof of murder?
That it wasn't murder. That one's pretty fucking easy. You get that a billion different ways.
Yeah.
Go to a lock that we don't have. 5 minutes of life. So yeah, this is figure out how to survive. Go to another one.
This one's how can
Phi and K be saved?
What is this long string of numbers? Right? So there's got to be something about Sigma specifically. Actually, we have an extra bad ending that I didn't account for. We can have the opposite, the Tenmyoji bad ending. What am I saying?
Do new routes. What do you guys want to go after this?
Well, I think we'll just do that next time.
Where's the fucking mass betray ending? You just say fuck
well,
it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm betting this route's Dio, and it is betray followed by betray, which sounds like Dio to me.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're probably good. We'll end here, and we'll be back, of course, in the future.
Yeah.
Saturday, I think, right?
Okay.
See ya next time.